update time, working on my 3 3/4 inch action figure for Swamp Thing. It's been a while. It's been 2 months since I posted part 1. I told you it was going to be a while, but also I got sidetracked on a side quest, which I thought was pretty damn interesting. So if you've been waiting for this video, your mind might be blown a little bit. But usually I do my custom figures in 3 parts. So this is part 2, and let's see where he's at now. Alright, last you saw him, he didn't have hands, and structurally he was a little bit weak, because I made a bunch of action figure bucks, which you go back, check that out. They look kind of like this. Made out of green stuff, and I had to make the inside pegs myself. I went all into that in the part 1. But this, it was one of my early drafts of the bucks, and it wasn't structurally as sound, but I was just messing around, and I didn't even think I'd finish or get this far in the figure, but since it started coming out so damn good, I kept going. Here's a closer look. If it's not obvious to you, it's supposed to be like, you know, a Super 7 Kenner style 5-point of articulation retro figure. And those are my favorite kind, and I think he looks pretty damn good. I mean, you know, I gotta sand up that stuff, and if I just sat there and just painted him up right now, it's still like a slam dunk. It's a home run. I'm happy with it, but I know I can do better. Forgot to show, look. Boom, 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 boom. 5 points. 5 points of articulation. And I fixed up all the structural parts, like his legs were wobbly, his head wasn't on there so good, didn't turn right. But I fixed that. Look at his face. It's more symmetrical, even though I don't like that eye. I'm going to change that eye a little bit. And I was experimenting with his vines. These I can pick off really easy. This is epoxy sculpt. It's on there kind of loose. Some of it already chipped off right before I started filming, but that's okay. I'm just experimenting, see what I want to do. I might draw it on with pencil and then start sculpting on top of that, just to get it where I kind of want to go, see where I'm doing. It's back still kind of rough, but, and I was trying to wonder, you know, fingers, no fingers, toes, no toes. He's 80% done. I still got to sand some stuff, get all the finer details super focused, like I said, with that eye. Last bits like the toes or the fingers, what we would get there. But he's coming out pretty damn good. But you're thinking like, well, why did this take so long? Well, I was chugging along pretty quick, and then I got kind of bored, and I had another idea in my head, and I had to chase that idea. Well, what the hell was my side quest? Well, I was getting bored sculpting muscles and things, because I did, Venom, I did Superstar Billy Graham, I did the Punisher. I was kind of bored doing superheroes, and Swamp Thing is just a muscled up guy, even though I wanted to do him because he's got moss, and that would challenge me a little bit. But I wanted to do a Star Wars figure, but I was thinking every Star Wars character in every scene has been done and done again, but Indiana Jones hasn't. And this is one of my all-time favorite figures. Did a Temple of Doom version of him in this style. So first I'm thinking, alright, I'll just make another 5-point. I got lots of these little bucks I made lying around. I'll do Indiana Jones that style, but like, no. I want to do it with the legs that bend like this. And trying to do that was a nightmare, but I succeeded. Here is my prototype. Here's a close-up of Indy. He's got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of more work to go on him. He's going to take forever. I'm going to fine-tune this. But I got all the hard stuff done. I got all the articulation. Like I said, his legs spread at a V like the original figure did, because this figure would have to ride on a horse. He's got styrene legs and I had to buy these little styrene rods, and I had to cut them and make those, and his legs go up on that weird angle so he can ride a horse. Well, I did it. There he is. It's a very rough sculpt, but, you know, see my Swamp Thing face? You know your boy can sculpt. We're gonna get there. Very rough, but I am like ridiculously proud of this. I broke it like halfway through this and had to start almost over. I should have completely started from the beginning again. Would have came out better. But I just forged ahead and reused the legs, reused the arms, reused the head. Even though they're rough sculpts and I could probably re-whip them up together in like a day or two, I didn't do it. Look at that figure. Look at him. Look at him. Let's compare them. This is Temple of Doom Indy. This is Raiders Indy. I was doing my damnedest to get the proportions right. His torso's probably like a millimeter bigger, but they stand approximately the same height. He's a little chunkier. I could shave a little bit off of the clay. I can slim him down just a little bit. But oh my God, look at this. This is amazing. Has anybody ever tried this? I don't think so. I've seen some really cool videos of people doing stuff with paper figures. I don't know why they don't get a million hits. I saw like foreign guy from like India or something doing it. He only got like 2,000 like views. So what the hell? But that guy spanked what I did here. But I think this is pretty damn amazing. Who the hell did like? This was the easy idea. I didn't even finish it, and then I jumped light years ahead and went with this figure. And all right, the sculpt is really rough, but you know, look at Swamp Thing's face. You know I can sculpt, so we'll get there with this Indiana Jones. This is very early. Now, if I was just going to make this figure just to make a video and try to impress people, I would have did him 5 points of articulation, but that wouldn't have satisfied my artistic brain, and I wanted to go the hard way, and I did. I didn't even finish the easy idea yet, which was damn near impossible for me to figure out how to do, and I went 2 points further. So we got 7 points of articulation created. So look at that. Amazing. I would have loved this figure when I was a little kid. I love it now as an adult. This figure, I took him from, I think right now he's like a B-. I think I could take him to a B+, maybe even an A- once I paint him. I've never seen anything like this done before, because I've searched the whole internet trying to figure out how to do this. This figure, since I started the idea with just scraps I had left over and didn't plan ahead while making it, I don't know if I can get this guy to an A-. I'm shooting for probably like a B+. This is also, I wanted to do this because I want to sculpt stuff other than muscles and stuff. I wanted to do clothes and pants and wrinkles and hats and other things like that. So I'm just going to fiddle around, fine-tune them for probably the next month and a half. So that video, probably 2 months from now. This, see, I kind of work on them both together. I do this one, spend, 20 minutes looking at them every other day, and then I can fix that. I'll sculpt a better thumb, and then I'll have leftover clay, and I start putting it on him. So, I'll work on his feet today, make him stand better, and then I go with that. But that's where we're at. I want to update that because I'm working on a masterpiece. It's going to take a while. I got 2 masterpieces rolling. In fact, I got a 3rd one going. You already saw this one. This is going to be Green Lantern, and I was working on, all right, we went from 5 points of articulation, 7 points of articulation. This one might have an action feature. This is real rough. Look at him, I drew his face on. That's where we're at. Like, share, subscribe. I guarantee you I'm going to throw some more weird stuff at you, trying to up the custom game out there. I want somebody to top me. I want to see what you guys do. Take my idea, run with it. Thank you.